Yes, Harry Houdini is right. He'll need those to win. Exactly. All right, 2 cards. Oh, looks like only 2 cards went on the bottom. I don't know. Fetching with Flooded Strand. And starting us now is Eric with an Underground Sea. All right, sticking with that decision, it looks like. Oh, okay. So Dave actually putting one more on the bottom. Maybe forgot that it was a multi-4 for a moment. All right, so here's Personal Tutor for Eric. Putting Doomsday, of course, on top of the deck. And a Scalding Tarn pass from Dave Kaplan, who mulled to 4. Mulled to 4. All right, Adam Combat liking Dave's playmat. Overstrike, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Misty Rainforest for Eric, and here's Brainstorm. So not walking right into it, so to speak, with Doomsday. Going for a Brainstorm. Pyroblast. All right, so the main deck Pyroblast coming in handy. Wasn't able to Pyroblast Personal Tutor on turn 1, which is unfortunate. Fetching with Misty Rainforest now is Eric. Another Underground Sea. Got new cards in it? Or are you just playing it again? Darcy. Oh. I was thinking like something from a newer section.
I'm thinking about it, like move away from brainstorm, something else and splash. Suggestions? White would be interesting.
Duress happening here. Ponder, Force of Will, and Dragon's Rage. Channeler, other cards in hand for Dave. Forces of Will likely will be the hit here. And there it is. Ponder and DRC are the cards in hand. Passing the turn. And I think we're going to see the DRC come down. There it is, and passing the turn. So we'll see if Kaplan drew a Force of Will, I guess. Or Daze. Likely we'll see Doomsday cast this turn. Okay, there's an island. Tapping to Cabal Ritual. And Doomsday. Kaplan drew a Force. Force pitching Ponder. Wow, Surveil trigger. Wow. Murktide dumped into the graveyard. Italo Stanley says it's amazing. And wasting an Underground Sea now is Kaplan. That was another good draw, another piece of disruption. No Delirium yet, right? Instant creature land. Only attacking for 1. Playing a Volcanic Island and passing. I mean, if you're Eric, you're just going for Doomsday there. There's no way you would expect Kaplan to have drawn another Force of Will in 1 turn cycle. Here's Delver. I'll speed up the clock a little bit. Eric is going to quickly run out of time if that Delver flips, or if Kaplan hits Delirium. Delver not flipping. Attacking for 2. Attacking for 6 is a lot better than attacking for 2. Scalding Tarn pass. Yeah, 100% going for it there.
Put back the, I kept the fire.
Bubble says Murktide always has it. Yeah, that's one way to look at things. There's another polluted delta for Eric. Someone in the YouTube comments will point out that those are mismatching polluted deltas, and we'll handle that situation. All right, here's another volcanic island for Dave. Game 1, Multa 4. This is not going too badly. Adam Combat with a question: am I better forcing the rituals or Doomsday itself? I think you're most of the time better forcing the Doomsday. Not necessarily 100% of the time, but usually. I mean, think of it this way. They have more rituals, lands, ways to cast Doomsday than they have Doomsdays. You know what I mean? And if you force the Doomsday, assuming they used a ritual, you get both, basically, if that ends it right there. Endy, thanks for the resub. 15 months at tier 1 for Endy. Thank you, Endy. What's up, Endy? And 000 Belial, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Will I be at M30? I will not. Not this weekend. Yeah, sometimes they go Petal, Ritual, Duress, Doomsday. That's true. I still feel like you're not countering Dark Ritual there most of the time. Unless you have like a double force hand, or you thought seize them first or something like that, and you know what their hand is, or something like that. I don't know. All right, double force hand for Kaplan. One gets hit. Kaplan just drawing Force of Wills, huh? Expressive reveals on top. Flips Delver. And that is apparently game. So game 1 goes to Dave Kaplan after a Multa 4. Incredible. I mean, that's the thing about these Delver decks, too. They are so capable of finding the cards they need because of Surveil, because of Brainstorm, because of Expressive Iteration. That's what makes the deck so consistent and powerful. Here's Polluted Delta. Flooded Strand for Kaplan. Bobble. Mishra's Bobble. And here's a fetch for Kaplan. And a Volcanic.
Cluster Storm will resolve before defense could resolve.
Didn't like the card on top, I guess. And Delver of Secrets. Drawing off the bobble on Eric's upkeep. Let's see what Eric has in store for us. So, someone in the chat mentioned Sheoldred. I've seen that card a bit in action, and it's very powerful. We'll see if Eric has it here. Of course, you can use Cavern of Souls if you would like to make Sheoldred uncounterable in these Doomsday decks. Doesn't seem like Eric is playing the mid-range Doomsday version here that has Murktides and Baleful Strixes and stuff like that. This is just the straight-up combo deck, but we may still see Sheoldred. All right, here's Duress. I like that Duress. See if Kaplan reveals the hand. Daze, Counterbalance, Power Blast, Mishra's Bauble, a Polluted Delta, and a Flooded Strand. It looks like maybe going. It depends what's in Eric's hand right now, but maybe Counterbalance is the biggest weapon available in Dave's hand currently. All right, goes for Daze. Maybe seeing the coast clear, going to go for it right now? No.
No. I'm thinking what to. So it's gonna.
Delver does not flip. Attacking for 1. Yeah, counterbalance is dangerous here. But Eric went for Daze. Mishra's Bauble, fetching with Polluted Delta. 3 types in the yard currently. J Liddy says, one time I resolved Counterbalance against Eric and got 0 hits. That means it's bad. Yeah, exactly. That's how you evaluate cards. And here's Counterbalance. And it resolves. Lotus Petal. No reaction from Kaplan. Sacking. And here's Doomsday going right on the stack. Counterbalance trigger going on the stack. Bobble himself. Maybe there was a 0 on top? Alright, Doomsday resolves. JH Stock is here, the hype train conductor, JH Stock. Welcome, JH Stock. All right. Kaplan maybe had a 0 on top and forgot about the counterbalance for the Lotus Petal. Maybe some frustration throwing some dice on top of the counterbalance to make sure he remembers. Yeah, seems like the counterbalance trigger was missed for the Lotus Petal, unfortunately, and there was a 0 on top, which is why Kaplan seemed a little frustrated there. Understandable.
Twice. And then I think I'm pretty sure you have me at 20.
I had you going from 18 to 21.
So with Uro.
And then nothing after that.
Okay, I fished twice.
All right, Red Eyes Vikes keeping an eye out. Saw Sheoldred in the deck just now.
Okay. That's the best I can do. You're welcome to look through.
Sure.
I'm assuming I turn that with that. Yeah. I might look later, but I'm okay for now.
Okay.
All right, Dave Kaplan Says he's going to look later. Doesn't reveal the card on top. Drawing from Bobble first. No flip of the Delver. Attacking for 1. Putting Eric down to 8. Wasting Underground Sea. That's good. I'm sure Eric has a plan for that.
You're at 8 now? I'm at 8 now.
All right, here's Murktide. So Eric has 1 turn and is at 8 life. Oh, all right. So force pitching force, and Murktide will get countered. It seems. Let's see. Counterbalance trigger reveals polluted Delta. Polluted Delta is not a bad card to have on top, considering all the Lotus Petals and stuff that Eric has. But maybe a 1 would be better. Not sure. Let's see what Eric has. Underground Sea. Passes the turn. Alright, Delver triggered. Delver does not flip because it's a polluted Delta.
I'm at 6.
Attacking, putting Eric at 6. Polluted Delta for Kaplan. Passes the turn. Cycle Edge of Autumn, sacking the swamp, floating in black. Cycling Street Wraith, going down to 4. Going below 4 is risky. Floating a blue, cycling Edge of Autumn. Last card in the deck, Cavern. There's Thassa's Oracle, that should be game. All right, game 2 goes to Eric, and we are going to game 3. Game 3, Eric on the play, I'm assuming. We'll see what the plan is. I mean, Dave on the play, sorry. Mishra's Bauble and Misty Rainforest. Look at the top card, getting a Volk. Maybe if the top card was a Force or a Daze, it would have been kept there and passed the turn. Passing now and drawing a card off Bobble on Eric's upkeep.
Oh, you're saying who has old school brawl? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no.
Scalding Tarn. End step Brainstorm. So we'll see if Dave ends up having some fetches or other land drops. All right, there's a Scalding Tarn. So Dave knows the top card of the deck. I wonder if Dave has counterbalance or a creature here.
Kevin used to joke around that quarter alpha.
All right, didn't like the top card on the deck, going for a Ponder.
I mean, you could do it if you want. It's supposed to be a foot, and then you. The trick is kind of like to
I have myself
put
at
it like
10 at the moment.
hard length in front, and then kind of like that. I just like kind of let it fall out.
Is there any card that you have sitting on your desk or sitting in your binder or just on your mind that feels almost legacy playable, that you've been dying to try out, can't find a spot for it yet. I feel like a lot of the 40K and Unfinity and recent sets, like Dominaria United, even have cards like this. Are there any at the top of your list that you would like to share with the class, everybody? Does anybody have anything spicy they've been thinking about? Romario says my whole pre-modern collection. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just come out. Yeah.
Flame Jab.
Otherwise, that's gonna be a problem.
Do you want to buy it directly? I understand that. I'm just going to buy it from
Yeah.
All right, Eric going down to 19 here, fetching. Mawlock says gobble, yeah. Loose Vowel says, I want Tide Hollow to be good again. Yeah, Tide Hollow is a cool card. That would be fun. Bedlam Reveler, that's a good one. Bedlam Reveler is a good one.
Breaking all the rules.
All right, brainstorm on end step. Dave Kaplan says there are no rules. Replenish. I mean, you got to build a whole deck around that one, yeah. Sheoldred, Burning Inquiry, Hull Breacher, Echo of Eons. Got a Bitter Blossom mentioned before. J.H. Stock says Blistering Firecat. J.H. Stock, the hype train conductor, says Blistering Firecat, everybody. That's a little bit of a stretch, J.H. Stock, I think.
I mean, do you know how the combo works?
We need some playable morphs in Legacy, though. We need some playable morphs. Give us some morphs, Wizards. Doesn't everybody want morphs? All right, Duress going on the stack. Duress has been cast in every game so far. Brainstorm and response.
So, I guess
Perfy says, isn't Manifest basically morph? Come on, Perfy. They're not the same.
if you drew first with Grizzle,
Billy says Bosium Strip. Willbender. Yeah, Willbender would be a good one.
So that's why I was hesitant to draw.
Tarmogoyf might be making its way to Pioneer, I'm predicting. Yeah, Morph is such a cool mechanic. I agree with Hype Train Conductor J.H. Stock. Armageddon is a good one. We've had Ruination floating around for the last year or so, but Armageddon is special. Honestly, I think Armageddon, if it was played more in Legacy, would be a good thing. Am I crazy? All right, Duress is resolving after the brainstorm. Counterbalance, DRC, Delver, Lightning Bolt. Polluted Delta times 2. Let's see what Eric takes here. It's probably going to be Counterbalance, is my guess. Jay Liddy calling for Armageddon. All right, Lightning Bolt gets taken by the Duress. Lotus Petal cracked here. And Dark Ritual. And Sheoldred. Okay, that's why we took the Bolt. There's Sheoldred, everybody. Cheer for that. Yeah, sometimes Blood Moon does feel like Armageddon. That's true.
Oh, yeah. I keep returning like Glen Hawk or something.
Yeah, that matchup. Wait, an old school brawl deck versus a pauper deck?
if you could tell from my fetches, this week I was.
No, stronger.
Yeah.
All right, Dragon's Rage Channeler and Delver of Secrets coming down here. And they're up against Sheoldred. Tyler is here, says hope all is well in NYC. Yep, all good here. What's up, Tyler? Tyler, one of our best people. Great question from Hype Train Conductor J.H. Stock. What happened to Sinkhole? Yeah, we need Sinkhole back.
Orders you have to exile. It's next stage because you technically go on. So I'm sorry for
Sheoldred, the Apocalypse. Getting in there. It's going to be tough. All right, Pyroblast revealed on top for Kaplan. Is Sheoldred a sideboard card in Doomsday? It is. At least usually. I don't think I've seen any lists with it in the main deck. Maybe somebody out there has seen that. All right, attacking with Insectile Aberration and DRC for 6. Kaplan's offense is up and running. Just has to beat this Sheoldred somehow.
Yeah, right. It's like, you know how many times I've lost to a hill giant with unholy strength on it? Like,
Yeah. How many cards? How many cards in it?
4.
lost to a juggernaut?
Hey, how much is multiple deck on that?
You're gonna hit me for 6.
Well,
but
it's like
18.
also, like if you allow proxies. No, you get one free multi. I get one free multi. You get to keep your terror, that does nothing.
Sure.
In Brawl, Black Lotus.
All right, Counterbalance puts a Force of Will into the graveyard. Poing is here, everybody. Poing is here. Jamming emotes as usual. What's up, Poing?
Oh. You can make other things? Lock is one. Play Ponder?
Ponder, Counterbalance trigger, Pyroblast revealed. So it's countered.
Attack.
Sheoldred gets in there. And Kaplan down to 6. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Doing its thing. Is this the first time we're seeing Sheoldred on stream? Does anybody remember? Does anybody know? Does anybody care? Nobody cares. All right, Kaplan finding some lands.
This is on your end stuff.
Are these galaxy foils? No.
Great question from Perfy. What does Doomsday take out for Sheoldred? I don't know. What do they take out? That's a really good question.
Sure.
Okay.
I left my Mystic Sanctuary on my sideboard, which may or may not have been a mistake. Could have got my bolt back and then killed it. I mean, you're not going to attack, you're just going to drain me. There's no way I can race you.
At this point, it should be called Sheoldred.